What evidence will be available to you at your first DUI court date? Well, the first court date, often referred to as an arraignment, can be very perfunctory and will not always answer a lot of questions that you have. Typically, people expect that when they walk into their first court date, they will be able to see all the evidence against them, and there will be some final or compelling ruling or movement in their case at that first court date. However, often in most courts, it is quite the opposite. For instance, if you are in the Atlanta Municipal Court, your first DUI court arraignment will usually be merely a few days after your arrest, at which time it would not be unusual for the prosecutor to have very little evidence relevant to your case. Typically, what the prosecutor will know is simply that you've been charged with DUI and they may have access to your criminal history. But beyond that, there will be very little to discuss about the underlying facts of your case. This is because it can take many weeks for the prosecutor to complete their file. They will have to order the police report. Often they have to order a copy of the video, and they have to wait sometimes for whether it's a blood test, that can be many weeks, or the breath test and the final breath test result, which will come with the police report. The point being, if you are expecting a lot of meaningful discussion to happen at your first court date, you will be disappointed. Usually this is a perfunctory appearance where you will enter a plea of not guilty. You will let the court know if you've hired a lawyer. Your lawyer will be there with you and will let you know, let the court know that they are on the case, or you will let the court know that you are planning to hire an attorney, and you will get your next court date. There is not a whole lot more that will happen at that initial appearance. So if you have not yet hired an attorney when you are getting ready for your first court date, don't panic. You don't need an attorney, and you will be given time to hire an attorney. And for the most part, at that initial court date, the most important thing that's going to happen is that you will enter a plea of not guilty and update your contact information and your attorney's contact information with the court so that you can have access to the evidence as it comes into the prosecutor's file.